I was born with a gift, a very powerful gift. And there's a lot of gifted people. And I notice a lot of gifted people shipwreck. People who are gifted with great beauty don't quite know how to dish and deal it. People who are gifted with money, you can see how easily they can run off the rails. People who are gifted with very high intelligence, I mean the number of them that wind up alcoholic and isolated. In fact, the whole notion of having a gift, there is this requirement in it to test it, to ride close to the edge. It seems part and parcel of the very notion of a gift to rebel against it and to see whether it is really real, because it can be very easily dissipated or damaged or ultimately destroyed. And I've had an immense problem with it, because I don't really want to spend a lot of time discussing the notion of the disease of addiction, but all my heroes have been addicts, and I'm an addict. And for the rest of my life, I will struggle against the embracing of the mysterious self-destructive self-murder, the urge to deny, defy, wreck, ruin, challenge one's gift. Because it is a very precious thing. It's a kind of incredible permission. And my biography is that I was born with this gift or this infliction, and I hope to get mature and protective and to tune it and to enlarge it and to share it. And that's the only purpose of my existence.
What I find interesting is the idea of that we have been given a gift, and that's the gift of creating art. And, you know, for me, it is a gift, and as Brad Whiteley said, it's an infliction as well, because it's something that I don't have any choice over. It's something that I have to do to remain sane, and to be normal. And, you know, see, I can't even speak English because I've got so many things going around. But it's just like you have so many things in your head going on that you need to get out. And it's like, for me, art consumes my life. And there's not a time that I'm not thinking about it. Where to the point where I don't want to go out now. I've become a real recluse in a way, because I just want to... It's like I'm Alice in Wonderland. No, I wouldn't look good as Alice. The dress would be too tight. No. But you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't even know what I mean. I'm going nuts. Alice in me, yes, yes. But you know what I mean? It's a gift and it's an infliction. And you know, there's a lot of artists that have gone off the rails because of it, as you've heard. Brett Whiteley, he was a drug addict. You know, John Michael Basquiat, another example of a drug overdose. There's Jackson Pollock, who was a drunk. You know, there's just so many artists, when you really think about it, that have got an addiction to something, or, you know, or just got some quirk about them. Francis Bacon, well, he liked a bit of S&M. He liked to be tied up and beat in bed. Whatever floats your boat. And, you know, because he always thought that, well, life is violent. As he says, life is violent. And, you know, he tried to capture that in a lot of his works. Brett Whiteley, you know, he was... A lot of his work is very erotic. And he works with raw emotion. And you know, there's something really exciting about these artists that have become famous, not just because of their art, but because of their personal lives. Because it's much more interesting when you hear about what happens behind the scenes. Like Picasso, for example, you know, he was a mongrel to his family and his kids. He treated other artists like crap. You know, he thought he was above them. You know, there's all these stories that are floating around the internet about all different artists, about what they get up to, what they've done. And, you know, that can really sway a lot of people's judgment about how they appreciate their work. And I know a lot of people have said, oh, I don't like Brett Whiteley because of the type of person he is, and, you know, blah, 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 or Picasso, or whatever, Francis Bacon, blah, 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 blah. And for me, I just find that more helps. I can't communicate. I want a communication. Sorry. Crazy. But you know what I mean? There's this, it adds interest when you know about people that have got some sort of story behind who they are. Unfortunately, my story, well, I don't really have anything. I'm boring. Boring as dog shit. Actually, dog shit would be more exciting than my background. No. Oh, well, I've got a few stories, but that's not for here, really. No, that's for my autobiography. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that, and what are your thoughts about it? Do you think the more the artist has done in their personal lives that is really juicy, it really helps with their art? I mean, it's a gift. These people have a gift and a curse because, you know, they need these extra things to help them get through it, to deal with it, and to focus and all of that stuff. Anyway, alright, I'm going now. Later. So I just wanted to give you a quick update of what I'm doing, what I have been doing this week. As you saw from a previous video, I was working on this painting. Well, it's now resolved. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I'm just going to put a couple of coats of varnish on it and then it's done. It's going to go on an exhibition at the end of this month, and the title of it is called No Turning Back. So yep, happy with that. Moving on, I started to rework this large work on board. I've just painted out all this area in white so far. Left this textured side there, and I'm going to get into that. Over on the mask department, started carving loads of masks. These two are ready to be fired. They're the inbred brothers. Yeah, they just evolved and I thought they were quite quirky and funny, so I'm happy about that. This one's quite bizarre. It's got a little mouth there and it's sort of, yeah, all squashed up, but somehow it's cool. Still got these ones to carve the mouths out and stuff. I fired this one, which I'm really happy with the results, and then I applied this rusty effect to it to make it look a bit more ancient and old, and yeah, it's really cute. So yeah, happy with how he turned out. Yep, sardine can assemblages, shrines are coming along alright. Just going to start and add colour now and add all the details. I pretty much put enough stuff on there, and now it's just working the colours, and same as this one as well. I'm quite happy with the overall composition. This little work I sold today. It's going off to Sydney. I had a lovely lady buy it yesterday, so I'm going to make some more of this type of work to go on my Etsy site. And the None of the Sacred Hearts, I added a barbed wire rose nest to around her feet, and maybe added an angel down there and an angel at the top there. But yeah, no, she's coming along. And that's another little clay figure that it just sits on the desk like that, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, that's everything. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Later.